Good day everyone, I'm Patricia Clarcillo. I'm your reporter for today. The Philippines a Century Hence, Chapter 4. The Philippines a Century Hence is an essay written by the Philippine national hero Dr. Jose Rizal to forecast the future of the country within 100 years. Rizal felt that it was a time to remind the Spain that the circumstances that ushered in the French Revolution could have a telling effect for her in the Philippines. In the whole course of history, two parties in conflict will always end up one to give away. From this very essay, it says, the existence of a foreign body within another endowed with strength and activity in contrary to all natural and ethical laws. Science teaches us that it is either assimilated, destroyed the organism, is assimilated or becomes encysted. The foreign body may refer to the Spaniards, and the within another is the Philippines. In the context of historical events Rizal was in. Dr. Jose Rizal says that there will be three possible outcomes of colonization. First is that Philippines will claim their independence if they will not be included as a part of Spain. He says that this can be opposed with neither the Spaniard patriotism nor the Filipinos' love for Spain. It is part of necessity that been a result of the events. Next is the extermination of the Filipinos by the Spaniards. It is impossible, he adds, but even if it were not, it would take 1/4 of the population of Spain to accomplish it. The last is the expulsion of Spaniards in the lands of the Filipinos. He stresses the failure of many ways they will possibly take in order to keep the Filipinos silent. One of these is failing to keep the Filipinos uneducated and ignorant. This in contrast will result to a search of enlightenment in other countries, and with this search, their love of country will be transformed to hatred and revenge. Another failure he envisioned is the maintenance of Filipinos' impoverished living. According to him, this will take Filipinos yearn for change and want a better way of living. The next and last failure he mentioned in this essay is the failure of exterminating the people. He believed that the blood that will leak in the soil will not decrease the number of Filipinos who will fight for their country, but instead increase the number of the afflicted and the ones who will rise against them. Because usually, families will not take the loss personally but instead take it generally, a hurt of the whole race. Dr. Jose Rizal also cited that as the oppressed is bought in blood, they perfect themselves in fighting and learns to struggle. On the other hand, the colonizer who depend on their subjects weaken and soon die. He linked the situation to a rich sensualist, usually waited for his servants who work hard, but when the day comes, the servants refuse obedience, he must condemn to die. If Philippines will be able to acquire its independence from Spain, Rizal envisioned that the countries England, Germany, France, Holland, Japan, and the American Republic will not dare to take the same pathway Spaniards did. He stated that almost of these countries except American Republic would have the courage to conquer the Philippines because these countries already own possession and they will be anxious on the risk of losing them if they will still to do so. England has already her colonies in the Orient and he believed that she will not risk to losing them all and lose her balance. Germany as well. He believed he will not care to run and risk her existence in the continent while scattering her forces. For France, he said she will not risk as well. This is because France loved glory in the battlefields of Europe. He said that even if France will overpower Philippines, it will still not quench its thirst of glory. For the echoes of her glory, it is the side of the world is not heard in the West. Holland is sensible and will be contented of what she has. In the time of his writing, American Republic had not yet has colonies. Through this, he envisioned her to dream of foreign possession. He also stressed in this part that Philippines is most likely to keep her independence at one's disposal and work hard and striving for progress. As these were prophesied, this may still go wrong through accidents. However, he also said it is not well to trust everything on accidents only. The Spain therefore had no means to stop the progress of the country. What it needs to do is to change its colonial policies so that they are in keeping with the needs of the Philippine society and to the rising nationalism of the people. In 1988, the Americans wrestled with Spain to win the Philippines and eventually took over the country. There was a reign of democracy and liberty. History does not record in its annals any lasting domination by one people over another, of different races, of diverse usage and customs, of opposite and divergent ideas. One of the two had to yield and succumb. On the last part, he left a message for the Spain. He talks for the Filipinos who were exhausting their intelligence to Spain, serving her interests and yet keep herself wrapped with pride and remain deaf. She even looked a fatal path and accused Filipinos of being traitors, merely because they love their country. And lastly, he asked Spain if he will tell other Filipinos that Spain will also not have an ear to hear their woes.